Welcome back. Former government communication head Mzwanele Manyi told the state capture inquiry he didn't know whether the Gupta family was involved, but we'll get back to that. First, let's take a look at a tweet we've been asking you about the 16 days of activism. Is it working or not?
This is just a useless exercise. It's rather seek for the promulgation of aggressive laws aimed at dealing with perpetrators. That's one view there from Mzwanele Manyi on Twitter. What's your view? Do let us know. Hashtag full view on Twitter. Now back to that story on Mzwanele Manyi.
Indeed. So Manyi told the state capture inquiry he doesn't know whether the Gupta family was involved.
Yes, indeed. This is in state capture, of course, defending there the use of the New Age newspaper by government. He said the media house reported more fairly on government issues than other publications. 2 weeks ago, of course, Manyi rubbished the evidence of the former acting GCIS head Phumla Williams.
This after Williams said that Manyi implemented a slew of changes when he took over that government communications role ahead of GCIS, including that the media buying division report directly to him.
Good morning once again.
Mzwanele Manyi, back in the stand.
TNA lost.
During cross-examination, he was taken to task by Advocate Vincent Malega, who asked him about the amounts paid to various newspapers for advertisements and why the choice of the then Gupta-owned newspaper, The New Age.
But for now, if you take the total ad revenue earned by City Press for that financial year, was almost 200,000 rand. Compare that with what TNA earned for that year, and you will find that, Chair, at page 234.
Thank you.
The second last entry at page 234. Are you there? Mm-hmm. And we now know from your evidence that for that financial year, on a comparative level, TNA earned almost 8.7 million rand of government advertisement revenue from GCIS.
Mr. Chairperson, there's a context to this.
Yeah, give the context.
I think pretty much like the Chairperson was pointing out, I think Mr. Malega is comparing apples to pears this way. City Press is a weekly publication, and the TNA was a daily publication, Monday to Friday. And TNA was not only a national newspaper, it's national, and it also had provincial provincial publications on a daily basis, and so on. So to compare a day-to-day national newspaper with a weekender, one day in a week, is not a correct comparison.
I'm a journalist by profession.
Meanwhile, earlier the commission heard from former National Treasury Chief Director of Communication, Phumla Williams. Makanda detailed the unpleasant condition which prevailed after Des van Rooyen replaced Nhlanhla as finance minister. She also revealed that the new finance minister and his new advisor did not know each other very well.
What I was thinking was, these people do not know each other. If they don't know each other, how does Mr. Bobat becomes minister's advisor?
Manyi's cross-examination continues on Tuesday. Then it will be the testimony of the ANC, led by Chairperson Gwede Mantashe, who was the Secretary General at the time. SABC News, Johannesburg.